Guys, today's video is about how to increase the value of your property in 2021. By the end of this video, I'm going to share with you how I lost $72,500 selling my first home and how you can increase the value of your property in 2021. And if you haven't already, please subscribe below and press the bell icon. I'm going to start with sharing my very costly $72,500 mistake I'd made when I was selling my first home. About 10 years ago, I decided to take the leap of home ownership for the first time and had come across the perfect property. A little 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit, 10 kilometers of the city, which I successfully purchased. I really didn't have the faintest idea on how to increase the value of my first home at the time. However, I decided I was going to internally paint the property and redo the carpets. Now fast forward all the way to 2020, I hadn't done anything else to the property. That little bachelor pad was no longer suitable for my small family. So I decided to put it on the market, sell it, warts and all. Unfortunately, the property was on the market for 8 months with very little interest. At the time, I felt that the market might have been flat for units, but would later discover this wasn't the case. On the 8th month of the property being listed on realestate.com.au, we'd received our first offer. The buyer wanted a quick sale and offered a cash unconditional contract. This was a fairly good offer with great terms, so I jumped at it. The sale went through without a hitch. Fast forward 4 months later, after selling the property, I decided to jump back online and check it out. So I went on a website called On The House. When I searched the property address, the pictures of the property that came out didn't look anything like the property I'd sold. I had to double check the address to make sure I was looking up the right property. It turns out the person that had purchased my property had flipped it. They'd completely renovated it and sold it for $72,500 more than they'd purchased it from me and sold the property within 1 month. I was stunned by this revelation and wished I could turn back time to share with my own self what I'd learned the hard way. So, it's with that, here are 7 ways to increase your property value in 2021. Number 1, paint the property. It's surprising how far a lick of paint goes. In fact, this has to be the most cost-effective way to increase the value of your home. The beautiful thing with painting is that you don't need to paint the whole house. You can do a feature wall or even start with one room. You do want to take care when choosing the color scheme. Use colors that blend well and match with the overall design of your home. Trends come and go with design. You've likely noticed with modern homes having feature walls. This is where you want to consult with an interior designer that might help if you're unsure. Now here's a tip to keep under your hat. It's been said that ivory is a color that will add the most value to your home. Tip number 2, kitchen upgrade. The kitchen is the heart of any home. Be sure to subscribe if the kitchen is the heart of your home, which makes this an area of your home where you can easily increase the value. There's no doubt about it, homeowners want a kitchen that's both practical and sleek. It's key to have a functional workspace that provides plenty of space through cupboards and bench tops. There's no need to sink thousands of dollars on granite and marble bench tops here. So long as the kitchen is tidy and attractive, you're 90% of the way there. Tip number 3, bathroom and toilet repairs. It's possible to overcapitalize on bathroom renovations, especially with things like new toilets and tubs. This also might not necessarily add much more value to your home. Like your kitchen, a bathroom needs to be both practical and aesthetically pleasing. This is where small things like recoating the bathtub or even replacing shower screens can make a huge difference. Updating old light fittings with energy efficient models, as well as repairing any chips in the sink, might also be worthwhile. Tip number 4, doors and window upgrades. This might not seem like an obvious way to increase the value of your home. However, upgrading doors and windows will not only make your home look more stylish, it will also increase the energy efficiency of your home. This will also appeal to more environmentally conscious buyers in the future. Tip number 5, the outdoor area. An easy way to increase the desirability of your home is through the outdoor areas. Landscaping your backyard doesn't need to cost much time and money. Dead plants and messy gardens are a massive turn-off. You can make your garden more inviting with new soil, rocks, mulch and shrub. It doesn't take much, especially if you have a green thumb. Otherwise, enlist the services of a landscaper. You can even look to create an outdoor space for entertaining with a bit of shelter and possibly a fire pit. Tip number 6, simple swaps. With only small improvements, simple swaps can have the greatest aesthetic change in the property. For example, replacing the handles and taps in your kitchen is an effective way to elevate the overall look of your home. If the carpets look a little bit tired and worn, consider replacing it for a fresh, updated feel. Another quick win is updating any outdated decor throughout the home to bring it up to date in 2021 style. Tip number 7, street appeal. They say you never get a second chance at making a great first impression, and this can be said with your home. The street appeal of your home can make a huge difference. There isn't a need to go and adding an expensive fence. However, it might be worth painting an existing fence or even fixing up the front lawn as a cheap alternative. Another cheap and effective option is to paint the front door, which will boost your curb appeal with little cost. What's preventing you from qualifying for a home loan? Here at Hunter Galloway, we get home loans approved. So if you live in Australia and looking for a mortgage broker, we can help. Visit us online or call us on 1300 088 065, and we'll see you next time.